Hey guys, it's me again. You're probably wondering why this looks a little different. Maybe not, but it's because I'm using another phone of mine while the other one charges. But it's still the same channel. Um, Last night, I was not aware because I was in my room, probably asleep at the time. But last night, um, a little something happened in the bathroom. Just a little something, nothing too bad. It happened before, and I could not explain it. And the first time it happened, I actually heard it because I had my door open. But this time I didn't because I was probably too focused in music or gaming or asleep, one of those three. And my door was also shut, so I didn't hear it. But the first thing that happened, very first thing that happened, was this. That happened before. Happened before, and also in the next room, next to the bathroom, something was moving around in there. When I finally kind of came out of here and was going past that room, I saw the mop handle moving. It had moved out on its own. This with this loofah happened it happened at least 2 weeks ago. At least 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I didn't hit it. I didn't bump into it because last night before 9 o'clock, or maybe a little after 9, I was gone. This was back up. This was still up on this soap holder. This was not in the tub itself. So this had to have happened sometime last night, like maybe between 12 and 4, 12 and 5, because it was still up on the holder at 11 o'clock, because I was still up then. So it happened somewhere between 12 and 5, or maybe 1 and 5, because I had finally shut my door and turned in for the night. So most definitely it happened sometime when I was asleep. That's why I didn't hear it. And also, door was shut, so I'm not going to hear it anyway. So what I was doing before this happened, I was actually... There goes that house phone again. I'm sorry, guys. I was actually talking to... You guys ever get those telemarketers that just never shut up? I'm going through that. But last night, before that happened, I was actually talking to him. I'm just going to call him. I'm not going to use the name I gave him. I was actually talking to him last night using my necrophonic, asking him why he doesn't talk to me anymore. I was kind of beckoning him out, asking him to come out and asking stuff like, where are you and stuff. And after I did that, I guess I didn't really think much more on it until I got up today to use the bathroom, and I saw that was off in the tub. So he must have did that anyway while I was still asleep between 12 and 5, because it is now I'm looking at the clock on this camera, 1:32 at the moment, and I do get up pretty late. So sometime, I guess, between 12 a.m. and probably 12 p.m. He could have done something between those times as well. Doesn't necessarily have to be between 12 and 5. But unfortunately, I don't have any tripod cameras. I don't have any mounted indoor cameras in the corners or anything. So I can't really um, be exact about this. Like when this exactly happened, I can't say. And I'm sorry that I don't have those. I never thought this would happen to me. Like I never thought I would have something in here residing. I guess after I started poking with it, messing with mobile Ouija boards and stuff like that, that it kind of, and just being into the dark side of things in general, I think that kind of formed something. And it just kind of waited until I was alone by myself, living alone, Then it started coming out. Because I literally thought I picked it up somewhere. Like I picked it up at the cemetery or the hospital or somewhere, that I've been in the past year. But who's to say it wasn't already here, but it didn't have this strength like it has now? We don't know. And it could have also been watching me specifically. That's why it's not messing with anyone else. Because I used to hear little things within the home, and then I would ask my grandmother if she heard it, and she was like, no, I didn't hear that. But I'd be the only one who would hear it clear as day. Like, what is that? So I think they can latch on to certain people and only make them hear things that others can't, so that could also be going on, because I tend to lay awake at night sometimes and just listen to strange noises, and nothing would be on. Like I would have the AC unit turned off. That would not be on. I would have some of my electronics on, but it would seem like it would be kind of moving throughout the house. Like it would be like in another room or something, So, I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that, which is kind of strange because, again, I did not bump into that. I did take a shower yesterday, before I was getting ready to leave out. But I didn't bump into that. That was up on that soap holder at least until 11, maybe 12 o'clock, because I was still awake then. So I specifically remember being up at 11:58, 11:59, and then when it finally hit 12 o'clock, like 12:01, 12:02, I was still up then. But I probably didn't hear it because I put these earbuds in, so it would make sense, And I don't really see anything odd happening, like camera-wise. Like it normally would, you'd see something like a light or some type of orb or something going crazy outside. And I don't really see much of that anymore, because I think he has gotten comfortable enough to move indoors. He's finally built up that strength and that capability to come inside the home. That's why I don't really see him outside anymore on cameras. Now, if I do, it's really rare. It might appear as like a little light or something kind of shimmering off in the distance, but there's not as much, like it was. So I haven't seen any figures yet, thankfully. Nothing moving around or kind of walking. I haven't seen anything like that. Haven't necessarily felt any icy cold temperatures. Haven't been touched by unseen hands or anything. So, like I tell people all the time, he's pretty chill despite what he is. Like, he doesn't do a lot of damage. I'm not saying that he can't, but he just doesn't. He'll move things around. He'll kind of push things aside, like in the home and stuff, but he doesn't do what most people think he should do. I've been keeping a close eye on that anyway. But I haven't been noticing anything, and it's like, like, what are you really? Are you something dark, or are you just like something lost? You could be lost, you could be a child, you could be a pet, something. It could be anything. But that audio that I captured the night of Valentine's this year, that audio was enough. I mean, it growled. Like, it growled, it roared, it spoke in another tongue. Like, but it's not really doing what you think that type of entity should be doing. And it's kind of questionable. But I don't know, maybe it's not strong enough yet. Maybe it's still getting like its sea legs. It's still trying to learn to walk and stuff and learn how to mess with things, which I can understand. But I think I'm going to stop rambling. We're going to put this up on the channel, and if anything else happens, I'll let you guys know. But it's rare to see him during the day anyway. But I'll still keep an eye out for you guys. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.